They're trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Dropping back, it's Hout. Quickly complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
This guy can throw it. Navy will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. In the backfield, it's Grove. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long.
Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Using his legs to buy some time. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. Navy, after that huge run, might just try to run it right at him again. Looking for a man. It's Hout. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Oh, man, the big fellas, they usually have the soft hands. Your security blanket is your tight end, but that one hit him in the hands, and he just couldn't pull it in.
So now it's 2nd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Irwin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Hout. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Back and they'll go on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss it. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Bobcats want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up when we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Blazers' offense has been dazzling today. As good as this group has looked since Roddy White was carving his name into the record books. They're trailing by 14 to UAB. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Hout. Got the quick pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
And he can fill up the hand now with that big man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Here's the handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But, man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Navy!
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And they did tack on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here he comes out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. The give to the tailback. Creates a little room. He's loose. He's at the 30. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at at the 14-yard line.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. A designed run for the quarterback. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo. He'll take it himself. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. That's caught. It's Jenkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This is vintage Navy offense. Chew up the yardage, chew up the clock. Have your back, have a big day.
Just give him the football, let him do his thing, be physical, and exactly right. Let the clock tick, use all the downs. You know, it's okay going for it on 4th down when you play football at Navy.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football.
Fires one high and deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. Touchdown, midshipman. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for him.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Blazers' offense has been dazzling today. As good as this group has looked since Roddy White was carving his name into the record books. They're trailing by 21 to UAB. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Let's send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, it's Houck. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the ground with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Turns it on down the left side. He's at the touchdown, Texas State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air, it's Houck. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. The run from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Navy!
And That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left. Knocked down for the tackle.
I don't know what you want to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
The Bobcats can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here.
Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Dropping back, it's Houck. Under fire. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The midshipman trying to sail way forward on third and half a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This is a most difficult attempt. 59 yards out from the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this drive going to the air. He rifles one deep to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's blown. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. He's going to run it. It's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to pass. It's Hout. Buys a little time. Slings it downfield. Complete to the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Will take over first and 10. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
That's caught. It's Banks. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Gilbert. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Quickly complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Bobcats have this offense rolling.
Get set, get set.
Pulls it and fires to the left. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. The Bobcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now from inside the red zone. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Penn. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bobcats come to the line in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Bobcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Irwin. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Navy offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Turning it on! Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Fires to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
The kick is on its way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Going right to work up top. Got a little space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bobcats headed quickly to the line. They'll give it to the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They'll run the option. Quick toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
To the 10. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The give to the back. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year, but man, this offense is rolling. They're up by 21 over Auburn. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Houghton. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. Navy will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Navy will go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nice move to keep running. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting.
Oh, he's got some space. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Back to pass, it's Houck. The throw to the outside is complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You know, it's one thing to have all the accolades preseason and have all the expectations, but it's another thing to be able to go out and execute week in, week out. He's done that. He now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the year.
They'll go to the ground. It's a fumble. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Now they'll run the draw. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They go to the draw. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on. Turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Shoots it to the left. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. How do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Give to the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.